podcast time. Hello, Tyler.
What's up? We just came back from the depths of hell. In a good way.
We were gonna try. This is right after the last podcast that we recorded where I was playing Shadow of the Colossus. And we were gonna try to see if anybody in that chat wanted to join the podcast as a guest. We almost had Wesley on again, and maybe even Andrew, but then we just decided to leave.
I think you scared Andrew away. By saying, no!
He asked when we were going to do the podcast, and me and Wesley both said no. Wesley's been on a podcast before. If you haven't seen it, it was the first one we live streamed. It was incredible. It was one of the best we've ever done. So anyway, this podcast, we're going to do, just like last time, we're going to do another movie review. We've decided this time we're going to do the movie Shark Tale with, I think, Will Smith, the main character?
Oh, shoot, I think he is.
I think he is,
yeah, he
too.
voices that main fish.
I don't even know what the main fish's name is, bro. But
I don't know any of the people's names. Or
in the last podcast, we decided that we wanted to save a whole YouTube conversation for the next podcast. This is that next podcast. So the entire time, we're going to be talking about how we feel about YouTube, the direction it's going, how we're going to fit into that. And I remember saying no channel updates. But this isn't like that. This isn't just a channel update. This is like a life update.
This is about YouTube as a platform, and
what we're gonna do with it.
The futures of our channels and YouTube as a whole.
Yeah.
Not like plans, just like
and not even just our channel.
Long term.
Hello, Carlos Rod, 099. Welcome to podcast time. But we're not even talking about just our channels. We're talking about, the future of all channels on YouTube. That includes people like
many of them.
PewDiePie and, the big ones like that. Markiplier. And I'm going to talk a little bit about my favorite channel and how they're doing and how I don't think they're going to last much longer. And I cry behind my eyelids about that, but it'll be fine. It won't be fine, but it will be fine. So anyway, let's hop right in. Where do you want to start?
So YouTube is a platform. It's really been going downhill recently. And it's to me, they fell victim to Hollywood and they beat themselves up by screwing up their algorithm and really just taking a shot at these up and coming YouTubers and just giving money to what looks popular but really isn't. And they're trying to take the cheap way out, and they're trying to get away with laws and stuff that they screwed up with at the beginning of the whole thing, and they got the Hollywood involved. Now Hollywood's ruining it all over again and stuff, and it's just going downhill.
Yeah.
But the problem is there's no other platform out there
other than Twitch.
But Twitch is live streaming. You can't. That's what it's known for right now. Until they expand Twitch to be more like YouTube, they have to rely on YouTube because Twitch is the closest thing we've got to YouTube. Let's not even talk about Daily Motion or anything like that. We just want to talk about YouTube right now.
Oh, no, I fell. Yeah, I think becoming a Twitch channel is very, very difficult. And it's one of the reasons why I don't think my favorite YouTube channel of all time will survive. I mean, they were already pretty big on Twitch, but YouTube was big. Hello, Killer Rob 1106. Tyler, 3 different people that are maybe the same people have commented on the podcast stream. Hello.
Nice. Much of I follow, how many of my YouTube subscribers that I follow are on Twitch? I think 2 of them, and they're good. Like one of them is Poofesher, and he streams on Twitch, and usually he'll stream for like 4 or 5 hours at a time, playing some sort of game, and then he'll take that footage and compile it into like a max 30-minute YouTube video, and he's doing really good right now. But I don't know how well he's doing against the algorithm right now because he swears a lot and stuff and he yells and he screams. We'll see. But I want to talk about.
Oh, I didn't. Oh no. Oh. Okay, Killer Rob and Carlos Rod. Those are kind of similar names. It depends on what you mean. Do you mean my Minecraft world, or do you mean the podcast? If you mean the podcast, then the answer is no. If you mean the Minecraft world, sure. I need to know what your PlayStation account names are. We already had a situation where somebody joined the podcast last time and it ended up being a 14-year-old kid teaching me how to play Farming Simulator.
It wasn't even 14, he was like 8.
All you have to do is give me your Microsoft account thing. I'll go ahead and save and quit. And I'll friend you on that. And yeah, you can join my world.
Are we still continuing with this podcast?
Yes, I'm just getting people to join the Minecraft world.
Alright, well anyway, I lost train of thought.
You were talking about aggressive uploads.
Aggressive uploads. I feel like the algorithm has been screwing over the good YouTubers in favor, like, in order to make a lot of money on YouTube and be quote-unquote popular on YouTube, you gotta fit like this certain criteria. You gotta be white, you gotta live in California, you gotta have a pool, you gotta be stupid, and you gotta be like in your early 20s.
So you're
Maybe
you're literally going the Jake Paul route.
Yeah, basically you gotta be Jake Paul. And, well, don't be Logan Paul. That's a different story. Maybe not even Jake Paul anymore. They both kind of went down the crapshoot after shooting up in subscribers.
Wow, imagine that. They were big on YouTube and now they're not. It's kind of like what this whole podcast conversation is going to be about. The YouTube algorithm and how it's screwing people over. And copyright and things of that nature. Oh my god, these numbers though. 137, 949, 94962. Okay. Bada bing, bada boop. I sound like I'm in my 20s? I'm not. I'm 17. Thanks for telling me I sound like I'm in my 20s. What is this? That's actually I'm glad to hear that, because I always thought I sounded like a weird 15-year-old child.
Well, that's up for debate still. Biggest debate.
What? It's not up for debate. I'm 17. I'm not 15.
Well, yeah, true.
Don't kill dolphins, you monster. Okay, so I want to talk about, before we get into the copyright and all that and the algorithm and how it's screwing. What even is my Microsoft name? I sent you guys friend requests.
Don't say your Microsoft information.
You should just be able to join my world now, I think. That's how it worked with Brandon. I gotta go here.
We're gonna have another farming simulator video. This is gonna be great.
No, Tyler, it's not going that way.
You don't know how old these people are.
It doesn't matter, they're just joining a Minecraft world. And I honestly don't care if they grieve. Would my username be... one of them is 15, that's fine. So I don't know if my username is SGFace24, but maybe try that, question mark. So I want to talk about big YouTube channels that have either fallen or are falling, that sort of thing.
I got a good one.
Start with yours, so I don't accidentally do it, so you have stuff to talk.
Boogie2988.
You're really going with Boogie?
Well, does he not fit the criteria?
He definitely does. But I don't think that's necessarily because of YouTube. I think it's because he changed the way he is. And
That is true. You got a
people who
point
are
there.
like really
He screwed
messed up, who wanted to see a fat guy scream about his Mountain Dew, "Let me smell your breath." They didn't like the change, which is another thing we can talk about failing YouTube.
I mean, yeah, I will
channels.
say his weight loss was probably the reason why his channel fell apart. But he had to lose weight, and so he really didn't. He really didn't have a choice.
It's actually really, really screwed up. I can't believe. I mean, it just shows you how unreliable YouTube is to have as a career. And
Well, no, it's not because of YouTube. It's because of he quit doing what made him popular because he had to because he started realizing, oh, my mind's fucked up because I was abused for the first 18 years of my life. Now I have to finally accept it because I can't just eat my life away. So he started having to vent to YouTube because he got a divorce, first of all, and he was driving away a bunch of friends he had.
Try Jeff of the Mellows. JEFFOFTHEMELLOWS. If that's not my Microsoft account, then I have no idea what the name is. It would make sense as Jeff of the Mellows. Because that's my YouTube and my Twitch and all that, but... Go to settings.
I gotta follow you on Twitch real quick.
I still haven't followed you because I have not had access, and it's the whole reason why I don't just do podcasts on the thing. Jeff of the Mellow. There's no S. There you go. Bing. Bing bong. Bing bong ching chong chong. Wah! I should have listened to you the first time. I went to the wrong thing. I didn't go to settings. I went to profile, and it just showed me my PlayStation name. Okay, so another big YouTube channel that's failing or is failed. Stampy Longnose / Longhead. Let's talk about that. Remember when he was big?
I'm watching your stream.
Oh, hello, Tyler. Do you remember when Stampy was big?
No. I got. I got some good ones. The Fred. Remember Fred?
Oh, Fred, the guy who got his own movie. He got 3 movies.
He got 3 movies, but the first one was the only one that was actually really relevant.
Whoa.
The one where he dug to China and then it was super racist on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
That was the only really relevant one. And then he was big on YouTube, and now he's done with YouTube. Smosh is another good one.
Yeah.
But that mainly could be internal stuff as well, maybe not just the YouTube algorithm. But like Boogie was like the last of the OG YouTubers to really
Oh, I'm getting a boat so I can get this guy.
hold on and stick around.
Yeah. But there are still Boogie was a big one, but I think there are definitely still big YouTubers out there that are still on the platform that still exist. And one of them is my favorite YouTube channel, which is the Yogscast. And not really sure. That's not how you spell hello there, Tyler. I'm not really sure how long the Yogscasts are going to last. Like, they've gotten to a point where some of their biggest fan favorites are gone. I do not have cheats enabled on this world, so I'm coming to get you via boat.
I can watch the chat now from my own phone. Perfect.
But the Yogscast, so they've lost some of their biggest fan favorites. Some of the old fan favorite like duos or trios are growing apart. For instance, because of Shin leaving the Yogscast, because Shin left the Yogscast, Duncan's channel lost a lot of popularity because Duncan used to do a lot of Minecraft series, and they were doing Project Ozone at the time with him. And here, I'm here with the boat. Join me. Join me, lumberjack. This is weird. I had a dream like this. He's got an axe in his back. This really was like my dream. Ow. And because Shin was gone, Project Ozone was put on hold, kind of. And then they stopped doing it. The series just stopped. And it was Lewis, Pedguin, and Duncan, and Shin. And then the next series, it was Duncan, Pedguin, and Ben. And I love Duncan. I love Pedguin. I love... Look left. Why? I love Duncan, I love Ben, I love Pedguin, but they do not mix well together like everybody else does. Like Duncan, Shin, and Lewis did. And here, I have a pickaxe. And it really started to kill them when Shin left. And then next thing that happened was they basically, you know, they stopped doing GTA on the main channel. That was big. A lot of people stopped watching, I'm sure, because, I don't know, I liked the GTA videos. I thought they were great. I missed them. And then the final thing that made me certain that they're not going to last much longer is the fact that they are no longer doing daily uploads. And that brings me into my first reason.
Yeah, uploading. How you have to upload at least once a day, otherwise YouTube's gonna literally take pretty much everything you have.
I went the wrong way. Yeah. If you don't do daily uploads, your chances of survival are not very high. Like at all. Where the hell am I?
I'm trying to think. Because even though many of the big YouTubers have declined, like there's one that I think we should probably talk about, and it's kind of like mixed. That's Jacksepticeye. You never hear about him anymore, but he still has a lot of. But he's still one of probably top 10 most subscribed channels on YouTube. None that are not pop singers or anything, but you never hear about him. He doesn't have a consistent upload schedule anymore, but he's still massively popular. So like, is he still alive on YouTube?
Yeah, he recently, I think very recently, uploaded a video where he got 24 million subscribers, which at this rate, if you don't have 24 million subscribers and you're supposed to be a big YouTuber, I'm not sure what you're doing, because if you're not there yet and you just got there, your chances are slim. And especially an OG like Jacksepticeye. And I feel like the same thing goes for Markiplier. I've been seeing less and less from him.
Markiplier.
That's not my house.
Okay.
You don't want to be here.
Okay, but like the two main exceptions to like big YouTubers that have been around for a while that aren't going anywhere anytime soon are Mark and PewDiePie. They aren't going anywhere. They're too important to YouTube. YouTube would not. If they left, YouTube's dead for sure.
And I think that's what it takes. That's what it's going to take for YouTube to realize where it went wrong. Is as soon as PewDiePie is off the platform, and their biggest channels are music channels and things of that nature, they're going to realize where they screwed up, and it's going to be over. And a new video platform will rise 100%.
And then I'll just transfer all my videos onto that platform.
Correct.
And maybe strike it big. If I could do that. Well, yeah, I could just go onto my...
on that fast. As soon as that happens. It's top priority, Tyler.
At least YouTube has a downloading thing. I just download... I've deleted many of the original recordings in my videos. But just download them. Re-upload them. Boom. There you go.
Yep.
And then in about 15 years, we'll be having gastric bypass surgery and figuring out what happened in our lives and losing our subscribers all over again.
Woo! Can you imagine one day us finding the new streaming platform first before anybody else does, and then just becoming the biggest YouTubers? Can you imagine that?
Becoming
Tyler,
the OGs.
Can you imagine being Smosh?
I mean, Smosh when it was good.
I don't know, they made a pretty good video recently.
Didn't they split apart, though?
I don't know.
They split apart a few years ago, and I think that was like the official end of Smosh, even though they had been pretty dead for a while at that point. What's the one I was thinking of? Some other ones that are doing good. Odd Ones Out's doing really good. That's
Odd One Is Out is doing
does,
good. Game Theory's still doing good.
Professor's doing really good.
Slash Film Theory. Good Mythical Morning still doing really good.
Oh yeah, Good Mythical Morning, they're doing great.
YouTube, if YouTube were to favorite one channel above all of the others, I don't think it would be PewDiePie. I think it would be more like Good Mythical Morning. It's an original talk show on their channel, whereas shoot, I just had his name. What's the talk show host name? Give me one. Oh no. I screwed up.
Matt Lauer.
Oh no, I screwed up. Jimmy Fallon, thank you. Thank you for nothing. I was trying to figure out who he was.
Okay,
But anyway, he's pretty big on the platform, but I think YouTube would only support them because it would be smartest money-wise. But when it comes to things like original content, I think things like Good Mythical Morning are going to do great. Good job, you've dead. I think things like Game Theory and Film Theory are going to do good. I think we'll have that occasional thing where it's, Logan Paul or Jake Paul sort of thing, where it just appears, and then it's there for a little bit, and then it's gone. But it won't be them, is what I'm saying. It'll be someone completely different. I'm 100% certain.
Well, the reason Jake and Logan Paul got so popular on YouTube is because of Vine.
Yeah.
So first Vine, another version of Vine has to come along, which is basically TikTok right now. TikTok is failing because of the Indians, thank God.
Yeah. I saw.
So
that's so
all those
funny.
all those TikTokers are going to come over to YouTube now because TikTok is failing, and they're going to do. It's going to be a TikTok invasion.
Yeah.
So.
And then, but here's the thing: as soon as YouTube fails, where do you think all the YouTubers are going to go?
Probably they're going to try out Twitch, but Twitch isn't a solidified platform right now because it's not. They need to. Twitch still needs to get on its feet. So.
What are you doing in here?
If Twitch doesn't get on its feet quick enough, then a lot of these people that have jobs on YouTube or had jobs are done for. Or they're gonna really take a big hit. Because Twitch needs to get Twitch is good right now for live streaming, but if you're gonna get to the people that want to watch these YouTubers go to Twitch, you're going to need videos. And they do videos, but it's not as solidified. And so they need to really refine the platform and stuff. Or something completely new has got to come along. And
I think more than likely, Twitch is just going to stay a streaming platform. And that the new thing will come along in the future where it will be new video software, like video uploading port, and I think it will be big after a while, which is why we need to start looking now for other streaming services that aren't YouTube or a direct ripoff of YouTube, and pick one or two of them and just start uploading. Like Rooster Teeth is a streaming thing that the Yogscast actually just started to join. And I think which is another example of why I think they're dying as a channel, other than the view count going substantially down, is that they've decided to join Rooster Teeth and collab with the channel Let's Play, and I just don't think that it's going to last very long for them, like at all.
Well, in order to make it work, you gotta. Well, first thing that's got to happen is something new has to come along, and it has to be well received by a lot of the big dogs, aka like Markiplier, PewDiePie, Yogscast, whoever. People have to receive it, and it has to be secure, and it has to be well running.
It has to be better than YouTube, and the way to be better than YouTube is to be less strict on your laws in the beginning, because eventually the future streaming platform will become just like YouTube, where it gets to the point where copyright is a problem, and you know, COPPA comes in and it's like, you can't do this, you're soliciting children's info, and you know, stuff like that.
Yeah. But first, something has to come along that people like more than YouTube, so that YouTube goes away. Then we get the ball rolling. So. No, I don't know.
I think, and so basically,
I'm sticking around on YouTube until something new comes along. But as soon as I hear something new's coming along,
I'm jumping on it. I'm jumping on it immediately.
Yeah. But I gotta hear about it. I'm not gonna look for it. I need to hear about it, because if I can hear about it, then I know it's good, and I know it's gonna succeed, or it's at least gonna succeed for a short amount of time, or I can get some. Yeah, I need like that. Like, I need to hear about it.
Yeah.
And then I'll transfer my videos over, or start over. Probably won't start over, but
I probably wouldn't start over. I'd upload all my videos that are on my YouTube channel over, and whatever I have from Twitch at the time.
I have almost 300 videos, so I don't know if I want to get all of them transferred over.
I just recently broke 100 videos, and tonight I'm going to upload Little Nightmares and the previous podcast that we did just recently, and some Ooga Booga Build and some other things.
The podcast that we just did today, or the one
yeah.
or the... okay, good.
The kid teaching me how to play farming sim. I'm going to title that video, ready? I want it to be as clickbaity as it possibly can, so I want to be like... 10-year-old kid joins my farming sim stream, scams me, kills me with chainsaw, and teaches me how to drive a train.
Do it. That's gonna be hilarious.
Long titles are the best way to go when clickbaiting, because it makes people want to read the rest of what the title is. And sometimes to do that, it means clicking on the video. And once they click on the video, I get the views, and some of those views will stick around. You see where I'm getting at here? This is why clickbait is popular. And it brings me to my next topic of why YouTube is failing and why some of our favorite YouTubers are dying. It's clickbait from smaller channels like us. Congratulations, Tyler, we're killing PewDiePie. Slowly, but surely.
No. It's these I'm gonna switch it. It's the activists that are so stupid. AK, I need a Sarkeesian. All right, and they're using clickbait to get people on their side and trick the dumb people, aka the majority of the American population, onto their side. And so if you have the majority, YouTube's gonna listen to the majority because that's where the most of the money's coming in. Boom, channel dead, even though they did absolutely nothing wrong.
Okay, so clickbait has always been a problem, and you could really tell which channels are the trashy ones by their clickbait. Yogscast isn't clickbait. They take something funny from their video and they put it in the title. PewDiePie isn't clickbait necessarily. He does clickbait as a joke, and I'm sure sometimes it works, but he knows for a fact that it's not necessarily clickbait because it's just his thing. That's just what he does. I think for PewDiePie it's a little bit different than, clickbait. It's just what he does. It's just him. Markiplier isn't clickbait. His titles are very uninteresting most of the time, and for the majority, his thumbnails are pretty boring too. Now, all those Minecraft YouTubers out there, and don't tell me you haven't seen these thumbnails, because I guarantee you have. You know what I'm talking about when I say there are a bunch of Minecraft streamers out there who, like, in their thumbnail, they'll have a crafting recipe on a crafting table that doesn't exist, and it'll like an ultimate pickaxe or something stupid like that.
I've seen it in meme videos and stuff.
And the title of the video will be crafting recipes you didn't know about.
Oh, I've seen those from like those stupid channels like The Grudge or Watch Mojo or some of that shit.
Watch Mojo is a whole different story and a whole other topic of why YouTube's dying. and like BuzzFeed and all that. Don't even get me started.
Don't get me started on BuzzFeed. Okay, they're lying feminists that immediately invade your channel.
Whoa! Not all feminists are bad. They're lying feminazis and people who are similar. They take what they can and they exploit it. They are literally the pro clickbaiters. Every single person in existence has clicked on a BuzzFeed video before, if they have access to internet. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. They are always there. They're always on the front page. YouTube always puts them on the front page for people to watch. And they are always clickbaity. And you feel like, I kind of want to know. I know it's probably not true, but what if it is? And then you end up clicking the video. I still get caught in this trap today, but it's less by BuzzFeed and more by other like clickbait channels. Like I got caught by like this kid. It wasn't a kid YouTuber, but it's a YouTuber who does YouTube for kids. And his name was like, I don't know. It started with a D. Shoot. I watched like 3 of his videos just to see if any of them different, but he just did trolling things the whole time. And his videos were clickbaity as hell. Like in the thumbnail, it would be some guy sitting there, like freaking out, and he's like, "I trolled this streamer while he was live." What was his name? Here, let me look it up real quick. I could probably find it because I could probably type that in and it would give me the immediately thing. Donnie Bobes, that's his name. It's in my YouTube for kids, but he does like trolling videos. But he's, and I have to admit, they're not that bad. If I were a little kid, I would enjoy the hell out of them, and I think that would probably be pretty funny. But it's a prime example of how clickbait can get people. Because I got clickbaited. Oh, he knows Donnie. I'm not hating on him. I'm hating on his use of clickbait. That's all I'm hating on. Clickbait and the curse and the plague of clickbait. But anyway, I got clickbaited into watching a YouTuber who, for the majority, 100% does YouTube for children or teens, young teens. And I think if I were that age group, I would 100% enjoy these videos. But I clicked on it because it said, I trolled this streamer while he was live. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I bet that would be pretty funny. Admittedly, it was pretty funny, and I did chuckle a bit. But again, clickbait, man, it gets you every time. Okay,
you want to know that all it's with clickbait? This is going back to Jake Paul and stuff, right?
Oh my god.
They'll do like this video, they'll be like, on this wild prank, calling this thing at 3 a.m. or wild prank, unboxing this amazing big item. And then they spend the next 20 minutes...
coronavirus at 3 a.m.
Yeah, Mateo did this stuff. Yeah, Mateo did that. Calling the coronavirus 3 a.m. But like, they do it, and then they spend like 20 minutes talking about their sponsors and just running around and doing random ass bullshit that nobody cares about. And then they never even get to the subject of the video. They don't even do the subject of the video. They just run around forever and just end up randomly ending the video.
So actually, on that topic, on Jake Paul or Logan Paul, I don't remember which one it was, but one of their friends died, or one of their friends' dogs died, and in that video they addressed that fact, and he plugged his own merch in the video. What a douche. Who plugs their merch in a video about their friend's dead dog?
They're just idiots. That's all they are.
But the problem is so many people watch them, and it's not just dumb Americans. Like, it could be genuinely intelligent people. It's all about the clickbait and what YouTube promotes. What?
I'm following you. I'm following you now.
I wish I would get updates like when that happens. Like, Pringleson is now following you on Twitch. Like the other Twitch streamers. But I don't get them, no. As far as I know. I mean, maybe it's because nobody's just followed me on Twitch before.
You have 5 followers and 54 views.
I have 54 views? Wow!
I can't check your followers.
Okay, do you have Garden Warfare 2? Do you have Garden Warfare 2?
There, I sent you a friend request, I think. I don't know. I just saw a tab that said friend.
Friend.
Yeah, it just says friend. So I clicked it.
So, what were we talking about before that? We were talking about Logan Paul plugging merch in videos. And I was talking about it's not just dumb Americans. It's just people who are getting clickbaited into videos. It's just people who are from foreign countries that are curious on what this looks like. It really just puts a stain on America as a whole. Like when he did his tour to Japan video, where he was like, it's all about the respect. And I know these things because I've been watching a lot of PewDiePie recently for whatever reason. And PewDiePie did a whole, like, thing where he talked about, like, the stupidity of those two. And, yeah, he's 100% right. It doesn't get more dumber. It doesn't get dumber than that. Like, why? Why would you plug your merch on your friend's dead dog video? But
Really?
it's all just crap. That's what it is. If you get down to the roots, it's all just YouTube promoting crap YouTubers that haven't had controversy in the past, which is on to my next reason why YouTubers are failing and why YouTube is failing as a whole, and it's controversy. On the topic of Logan Paul and controversy.
We're not going back to that Chinese forest again.
Yep,
that was too long ago.
Suicide Forest. Good job.
We're not talking about...
Good job. And PewDiePie also has done this before, where he has some controversial thing, and like he said the N-word, or he paid people to write D to I don't want to say it because then it can get clipped and then I'll have controversy, and I don't want that. I'm 17 years old. I don't want controversy.
You have like 26 subscribers. The chances of you getting involved in a major YouTube controversy are next to none.
But you never know. When you say D to all,
okay,
this is true.
So that's the one thing.
Which is why... I do have a spawner. This is true. Sorry. I'm talking to kid who's been playing Minecraft. So if we're going on controversy, and PewDiePie's done it, Mark's done it, everybody's done it. And big controversy is a reason why PewDiePie was stopped getting supported, and it's why BuzzFeed and all these news places are still trying to call him racist today. And I literally, it's one of the reasons why it's dying. Nice. It's just because I feel like YouTube just doesn't care at this point. Like they don't care about defending their YouTubers. At this point, it's literally all they're doing is just trying to stay alive. And you can tell after COPPA happened and they're getting all these copyright lawsuits and all that, they just stopped caring. And it's a big reason why I think that YouTube is going to be done and pretty soon. And why we need to find a replacement now. We can just do live podcasts every day.
Oh boy.
Oh. But like,
see, what would be fun? What would be fun would be like to have, going back to kind of like a collection, or have like a room dedicated to gaming, and have like just a room set to podcasts, and we go in and we actually like do a podcast. Kind of like what one thing we could try and like work up towards is like you've heard H3H3?
Yes.
Yeah, we could be like kind of be like them, you know. They do really good podcasts. They bring on a lot of new guests and big names. We could aspire to be that one day. And I'm telling you, they ain't going anywhere anytime soon. YouTube just doesn't want to put them in their rewind video for some reason. And
don't even get me started on the rewinds. Jesus Christ.
We can leave the rest of the rewind stuff out of this, because we need to go to where it gets so controversial that people just stop caring about the certain YouTuber. And the one example of that is Keemstar, okay?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
God, Keemstar. I've never liked Keemstar, if I'm being completely honest.
You know, I never knew who Keemstar really was until I watched a YouTube poop.
Of course he did. Why wouldn't he?
Well, it was clipped in from a different, very old video he did.
It's very, very frustrating when I see stuff like that. Oh, feather falling, that's good.
Like, people just don't care about Keemstar anymore. Like, he doesn't get any attention, and he's not invited to anything. So, does it really matter what he does anymore? Like, he did so much stupid shit that now he's just irrelevant.
Yeah. And it's another example of a big YouTuber who fell to the darkness. Actually, if we want to go to a real big YouTuber that fell to the darkness because of COPPA and these new restrictions, like, your videos can't be too edgy, but they also can't be for children. How about Filthy Frank?
Phil DeFranco?
No, Filthy Frank.
I don't know who that is.
How do you know? What? First you tell me you've never seen Inception and The Martian and Shawshank Redemption, and now you're telling me you've never heard of Filthy Frank?
You referenced Filthy Frank before, but...
Well, he did, like, I think he did the video with Goofy, but one of the videos he did, and I think it was Goofy, was, he was like, I killed them. I'll do it again.
I've seen that video. Yep, I've seen that.
Yeah. And that was just one of his videos, but like he's gone. he's pretty much gone, like, entirely. Like, I don't think there's much coming back from that. Oh, I
made a great meme format though. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll fucking do it again. Yeah. Yeah, he really did, actually. I agree. You can't have... No.
What's another one? I don't know.
Well, that makes sense.
YouTube's fucked and we're all caught by the balls, basically.
Yeah. Full
because there's
diamond
nothing
armor.
else to save us right now.
Well, actually, there is a lot more we can say. We still haven't talked about COPPA. We still haven't talked about copyright strikes and laws and shit, and people abusing that system.
How long? You wanted to keep it by an hour. How long have we been doing this?
I only have one eye. It's right there. It's the purple thing in the middle of my head. You can see it blink. Look. It blinks.
Hello?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
How much longer we got before you reach your limit?
Well, at this rate, I'm making it a two-part. Because we're almost 15 minutes in and we still have a lot to talk about. And I think, where were we just at? We were at dying YouTube channels because of clickbait and controversy. Now I think we need to talk about COPPA and copyright, which sound very similar. And I would have to say that
they are not similar.
Not at all.
Well, which one are you going to talk about first?
I don't know. Let's talk about copyright and people abusing the copyright laws and all that.
So we can talk about demonetization and stuff and how, like, if you have even we could talk about Nintendo. Let's talk about Nintendo and how they are basically ruining YouTubers' lives so that they can keep their precious their video games.
Oh, no. If we're talking about how Let's Plays are gonna die, we're gonna have to save that one for... That's like a whole nother topic as well, because I have a bunch I could talk about how Let's Plays are failing and dying because of copyright. It's like a sub-cut thing. But, I don't know, I feel like first we should talk about other YouTubers claiming their own videos.
I don't think that's really been a big problem. I think it's just that YouTube has gotten so... YouTube and these other companies, like, have gotten so strict with, hey, you can't use this. You can't... A bunch of my videos have gotten copyright claims. Albeit very lax copyright claims, because I don't have any... I'm not monetized, I'm not a big channel, but still. But, like, they copyright the stupidest shit nowadays just to get more money off of these people and stuff. So, like, That's all I have to really say about that. It's just that demonetization has gotten way too out of hand over the last few years, and now anything and everything can be demonetized if it's not making them money already.
I think one of the things that's killing off Let's Plays is when games have music choices. Oh, wow. Power 4 bow. Like when a game like, let me think, Grand Theft Auto, for instance. If you had your radio on in your car when you were playing Grand Theft Auto, and then actually Farming Simulator as well, same radio thing. There are songs in there that you can get copy strikes from, and that's not your fault. That's the freaking game's fault at that point. And sometimes I wonder. Obviously, they do it because they're intended not to be Let's Play. They're intended to be played. So, for obvious reasons, they could care less on what music they put in, and they just want people to have a good time. But I feel like that's one of the things that's killing off Let's Plays. Now we're getting into the Let's Play category. Another thing that's killing off Let's Plays is 100% games copywriting on themselves. Where are you, Killer Rob 1106? I will give you a fishing rod, so you can also enjoy the luck of the sea. But games have started claiming on their own, on their games, on videos, which is killing Let's Plays. But, I don't know if you know this, but Let's Plays are actually extremely beneficial for YouTube channels and the game companies. You know what I'm talking about?
I just finished the playthrough. Actually, the last video, a merged video of all my bonus content, just got uploaded today.
I'm pressing the wrong button.
Over 3 hours long.
Well,
I did it.
I did the playthrough. The only actual playthrough of a game that I've really done was Batman, and I am gonna upload some more Little Nightmares. Obviously, because that's something that I enjoy doing. And I actually think that the fourth one and the third one were really good. I mean, I got 3 bows in a row. What is the deal? And genuinely, I've never really had a problem with Let's Plays. And I know that there will be one game that will forever be safe from Let's Plays, because at the moment they are already too rich to worry about that. Do you know what game that I'm talking about?
Already too rich to what?
Too rich to worry about going out and copywriting people for playing their game.
McDonald's?
Does McDonald's have a game that you know of?
Actually, probably from 1998. There's a lot of late 90s GameCube, Sega Genesis, all those kind of games. Like Pepsi Man is a famous one. There's a McDonald's
Pepsi
one. There's
Man.
a Pizza Hut one.
But the game I'm talking about is Minecraft. Obviously.
Do they really care anymore, though?
No.
They're on top. They're on top of the world.
Right. They're literally the most downloaded, the most bought, the most played game in existence. And
they're the top game. They are the top game.
And they're still rising. They've reached their second golden age, and I'm playing it right now. And I'm fishing, and I'm having a good time just sitting here talking to you fishing. It's literally the perfect game to do a Let's Play with your friends on, or for us to do a podcast on, because I could just be doing farming and stuff in the background, like farming the ocean for fish, where we're just sitting here talking about why YouTube's screwed up.
Yeah.
So I feel like as far as Let's Plays go and copyright, Minecraft will never be a problem, because they do a lot of their revenue, and a lot of people finding out about Minecraft and how to play Minecraft even comes from YouTube. Because back in the day, there wasn't instructions on how to craft and what to craft and how to play the game.
Actually, they published 3 long books about how to do that, and there's a lot of books about the game and stuff. They did do stuff, but it was just easier to watch a 30-minute long video.
I'm talking about way back in the day, though, Tyler. I'm talking about pre-alpha, pre-beta, pre-release.
You mean the times that I was playing it Pocket Edition on my iPod trying to
I'm
get
talking
a Wi-Fi
before
reception
Pocket
from down the
Edition.
street?
I'm talking about before Pocket Edition. I'm talking about before the Hunger Bar.
Oh, well, I don't remember that time.
Back in the day when you could punch sheep to get wool.
I don't think Pocket Edition had Hunger Bars. At least not back when I used it.
They do now, because they're also part of Bedrock.
Well, there you go.
But back in the day, there was no instructions, and everybody relied off, you guessed it, YouTube tutorials. And who were the two at the time? None other than Captain Sparkles and the Yogscast. The two biggest Minecraft YouTubers at the time, and they grew. They grew massive because of Minecraft. For Captain Sparkles, it was just because he was like the first Minecraft YouTuber in general. And for the Yogscast, it was Shadow of Israfel, which they never ended up finishing, but a lot of people stopped watching because of that, but that's not the reason why they're dying. So a long time ago, before PewDiePie was massive, and like before Minecraft told you how to play, people relied on YouTube to do more than just Minecraft. They relied on it to put together IKEA furniture, to
wait, IKEA was a thing back then?
In the wall. I'm 100% sure IKEA was a thing back then. I mean, YouTube came out in 2006, I think.
So IKEA and Circuit City were once simultaneously working together, or
I have no
against
idea.
each other. Because Circuit City officially went out of business in 2012, and but they really were dead in about 2009.
I'm pretty sure that IKEA was older than 2006, though. It seems like something that would be older. I mean, they didn't just... I mean, it would be weird if IKEA grew and then fell in our generation. The rise and fall of IKEA. That would be insane.
Well, yeah, I guess it wouldn't. Well, I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to...
Anyway, let's do Kappa now.
Well, I'm going to end this part, and we're going to go on to the next part. Because we're 55 minutes in.
We just have Kappa and the Shark Tale review to do.
Right. So I guess it'd be more like a bonus, but it is part 2. So
yeah, there's 2 parts to the podcast.
Okay, so here we go.
You know
Stop
what you
this.